Hello everyone and welcome to my Y&R Insider 24 update channel. Nick saves Sienna from Matt's deadly revenge trap. The Young and the Restless spoilers indicate that Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, may save Sienna Bacall, Tamara Braun, from Mitch Bacall Matt Clark's, Roger Howarth, deadly revenge trap. Will Nick be the one who saves Sienna from a deadly revenge trap? Sienna Bacall betrayed Mitch Bacall. Sienna betrayed Mitch with Noah Newman, Lucas Adams. As a result, Noah's vehicle was run off the road and he was almost killed. Mitch may have gotten revenge on Noah, but he's not done. His wife still has to pay. Will she meet a similar fate to Noah, or will Mitch have another of trying to get revenge on his wife? During that week of November 10th to 14th, spoilers will prove that Mitch is far from done. Mitch will meet with his crooked cop buddy, Detective Burrows, Matt Cohen, who will be ordered to get the cop away from Noah's hospital room. Clearly, Mitch has additional plans for Noah. Will Sienna face the same? Additionally, Sienna Bacall must pay Nick knows Mitch's secret, and he certainly plans to get to the bottom this. However, Nick is on to Mitch and is determined to take him down before he can cause any more issues. It doesn't seem that Nick can pull off saving Sienna once Matt comes after her and puts Noah in danger again as well. Can Nick manage to keep Noah safe while he is saving Sienna? When Mitch pursues Noah once more, will Sharon be the one to save him? Nick is going to see Sienna making out with Noah in his hospital bed, and that should give them a huge clue to what has been going on. Nick will confront both of them and explain just exactly how much danger they are in. Sienna Bacall doesn't know this man at all. Nick and Sharon could tell Sienna so much about her husband that she would turn and run away from this whole situation. However, Mitch may get Sienna under his control and teach her a lesson. Will Mitch rough up his wife a bit before sending her to the hospital? Will Nick save Sienna before any of this happens? Noah is still recovering from his accident that seems more like attempted murder. Nick will certainly put his son first and make sure that he isn't in any kind of danger. It seems that Nick will save Sienna at the last minute, getting her and Noah to safety. Will Nick step up for Sienna and save her before Mitch can get his hands on her? Come here for all things Y&R. The Young and the Restless news, spoilers, and updates can be found here frequently. Sienna's secret, Sharon's intel, Nikki's intel. The Young and the Restless spoilers are in for Tuesday, November 11th, 2025. In the next episode, fans can expect to learn Sienna Bacall's, Tamara Braun, secret. Sharon Newman, Sharon Case, takes matters into her own hands, which could lead to danger. Plus, Victor Newman, Eric Braden, shares a piece of information with Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott. Keep reading and let's talk about what is coming up in the CBS soap opera. Make sure to check out our weekly Y&R spoilers, here. The curveball of Victor Newman. Let's start off with Victor and Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford. Phyllis has just learned that the patriarch intends to pursue Kane Ashby, Billy Flynn, following a deal she made with him. That's not what Phyllis wanted or expected. As the two bicker, Nikki is bound to see what is going on. Victor might try to cover by claiming he has a business deal with Phyllis. That alone will make the blonde wonder what Victor is really doing. Read more, find out what happened on the last episode of Y&R. Nikki Newman's discovery. Phyllis isn't going to get anywhere while Nikki is there, so she might make a quick exit. That will leave Nikki demanding answers from her husband. To satisfy her curiosity, Victor will have to tell her a small detail explaining why he's making a deal with Phyllis. Of course, Victor will keep the full truth to himself for now. Sienna Bacall's secret. The Young and the Restless spoilers for Tuesday, November 11th reveal that Sienna will make her way to the hospital to see Noah Newman, Lucas Adams. While alone in the hospital room, Noah and Sienna share a steamy kiss. It just so happens that Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, happens to see the smooch through the window in the hospital room door. Sienna might suspect that even though her husband was out of town at the time, he could still be responsible for Noah's crash. Of course, Matt made sure he was out of town on that day. Read this, The Young and the Restless spoilers. Nick saves Sienna's life, hero stops Matt's cheetah trap. Tuesday, November 11th, 2025. As for Sharon, she will take matters into her own hands. This week, Matt Clark aka Mitch Bacall, Roger Howarth, faces off with Sharon once again. It seems the blonde might track Mitch down and demand he admit his true identity. Later in the week, Matt and Sharon exchange threats, so this storyline is really heating up fast. However, we also know from a preview clip that Matt has ordered Detective Burrows, Matt Cohen, to get rid of the guard at Noah's hospital room. So, stay tuned to see what happens next. On Tuesday, November 11th, 2025, which storyline is the most anticipated by you? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Be sure to check back with Celebrating the Soaps for all the latest Young and the Restless spoilers, news, rumors, comings and goings and updates. Matt and Sienna go to Genoa City. Who will be the next victim? The Young and the Restless spoilers indicate that according to Y&R's head writer, Josh Griffith has offered fans a preview of part 2 of the Matt and Sienna story. Matt Clark aka Mitch Backall, Roger Howarth, will follow Noah Newman, Lucas Adams, back to Genoa City. At least in the city, they will feel better on home turf. The Bacalls come to Genoa City. Nick and Sharon are not afraid to take on Matt once again. However, no one knows how Matt survived. Matt's presence will rattle them considering they are trying to protect everyone close to them. This includes Noah and the rest of the Newman family. This battle comes down to a confrontation between Matt and Nick. Things won't go exactly how Nick and Sharon plan because Matt will not stay in Los Angeles at all. Matt will follow the Newmans to Genoa City for some more drama. This means more secrets and more victims. They are hoping that everything in the denouement of the Los Angeles part of the story will have so scared him off that he'd be foolish to come after them, but even Victor Newman's, Eric Braeden, security team is not that good. Matt and all of his drama will follow the Newmans to right back to Genoa City where it all begun years ago. This supposedly turns into a nightmare for all of the Newmans. It sounds like Matt's revenge could rival Jordan Howard's, Colleen Zenk, revenge plot against the Newmans. Could Matt possibly be that bad or even worse? How far will Matt Clark go? Victor sees himself as the protector of his family and he will certainly be there to try and help control Matt. How far is Matt willing to go to make the Newmans miserable? Could Matt decide to go after another one of the Newman women to make them suffer like he did Sharon years ago? Matt is known as a rapist and it is likely that he could rape someone else, especially now that it is obvious that Sienna betrayed him with Noah. Who will become Matt's subsequent victim? What will be the final straw before Matt backs off or someone takes him out? Could Matt try to enlist Holden Novak's, Nathan Owens, help now that he's back in town? Holden's connection to Claire Newman, Haley Erin, could certainly come in here. Will Claire become a victim in Matt's war with the Newmans? Matt is obviously messing with the wrong family and he will end up going down at some point. How many more people will get hurt before Matt is finally taken care of? Come here for all things Y&R. Come back often for the Young and the Restless news, spoilers, and updates. In the Young and the Restless, the tangled web of deceit, passion, and vengeance takes a sinister turn in the unfolding saga between Nick Newman, Sienna Backall, and Mitch Backall, aka Matt Clark. The story opens on a chilling note as rumors swirl around Genoa City that Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, may once again don the hero's mantle, this time to save Sienna Backall, Tamara Braun, from the deadly revenge trap set by her vengeful husband, Mitch Backall Matt Clark, Roger Howarth. Sienna's betrayal of Mitch, her supposedly charming yet dangerous husband, sets off a domino effect of chaos and retribution. Her affair with Noah Newman, Lucas Adams, Nick's son, was more than just a fleeting lapse of judgment, it was an act that fractured trust and triggered a chain reaction of violence. When Mitch learns of the affair, he doesn't just seek emotional closure, he craves blood and justice on his own twisted terms. Noah's car accident, which nearly kills him, is no accident at all, it's a brutal message from Mitch, a reminder that betrayal carries deadly consequences. But Mitch's thirst for revenge isn't satisfied by Noah's suffering alone. His fixation now turns to Sienna, whose disloyalty he considers the ultimate sin. As the week of November 10th to 14th unfolds, the spoilers reveal that Mitch's vengeance is far from over. His alliance with Detective Burrows, Matt Cohen, a corrupt cop who bends the law for personal gain, makes him even more dangerous. Mitch orders Burrows to remove the guard posted outside Noah's hospital room, a move that hints at another attempt on Noah's life. Nick Newman begins to make connections as Mitch plots in the shadows. The former golden boy of the Newman family isn't new to danger, he's faced down villains before. Now, his instincts tell him that Sienna and his son are both in grave danger. Despite the tangled emotions surrounding his son's affair with a married woman, Nick's moral compass pushes him to act. His mission is clear: stop Mitch before he can hurt anyone else. Yet, his plan is complicated by Sienna's own ignorance. She doesn't truly understand the man she married, nor does she realize the depths of his cruelty. Nick and Sharon, who have a long and difficult relationship with Matt Clark that dates back decades, are aware of his capabilities far better than anyone else. They both recall how Matt's charming facade once masked a sadistic streak that nearly destroyed Sharon's life. Together, they must warn Sienna before it's too late. Meanwhile, Sienna remains in emotional turmoil, torn between guilt, fear, and a lingering affection for Noah. Her visits to the hospital only worsen the situation when Nick happens to witness a passionate kiss between Sienna and Noah through the window of Noah's room. The scene is as shocking as it is heartbreaking. For Nick, it's not just the betrayal that stings, it's the realization that this love affair has placed both of them directly in Mitch's crosshairs. Nick bursts into the room, confronting them with the grim truth: they're both targets of a dangerous man who won't stop until he's satisfied. The urgency of the moment drives home the gravity of their situation. Sienna's disbelief soon turns to horror as she begins to see the cracks in her husband's charming persona. The man she thought she knew is gone, if he ever existed at all. At the same time, the wider Newman clan becomes entangled in their own subplots. Victor Newman, Eric Braden, the patriarch of the family, strikes yet another deal shrouded in mystery. His alliance with Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, takes a surprising twist when Phyllis learns Victor intends to use their partnership to go after Kane Ashby, Billy Flynn. Phyllis is shocked by the information because she never agreed to be a part of Victor's vendetta. As tension brews between them, Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott, enters the scene, sensing that something is off. Victor tries to smooth things over with vague explanations about business, but Nikki's intuition tells her there's more at play. Later, she presses him for details, forcing Victor to reveal only a fragment of the truth while keeping his full plan concealed. These secondary conflicts in the Newman household mirror the chaos unraveling in Sienna's life. Everyone is caught in a web of secrets, lies, and hidden agendas. Back at the hospital, Sienna's secret becomes the centerpiece of the episode, airing Tuesday, November 11th. Her clandestine meetings with Noah come to light just as Mitch's shadow looms larger. Sharon, ever the protective mother and a survivor of Matt Clark's earlier reign of terror, decides to take matters into her own hands. She has the courage to confront Mitch directly and demand that he admit that he is Matt Clark. The confrontation escalates quickly, with both exchanging heated threats. Sharon knows she's playing with fire, but she's unwilling to let history repeat itself. Mitch's instruction to Detective Burrows to get rid of the hospital guard underscores how perilous the situation has become. It's no longer just about revenge, it's about total destruction. With both Noah and Sienna in immediate danger, the clock is ticking, and Nick's role as savior becomes more urgent than ever. The chaos intensifies as Matt and Sienna's story extends into Genoa City, setting the stage for a new chapter of danger. According to head writer Josh Griffith, the revenge storyline will follow the Bacalls as they leave Los Angeles and bring their nightmare to the Newmans' doorstep. This action guarantees that long-buried wounds and traumas will reappear. For Nick and Sharon, Genoa City has always been both sanctuary and battleground, a place where family loyalty is tested and enemies rise from the ashes. The fact that Matt survived at all is a mystery, one that shakes both Nick and Sharon to their core. Despite Victor's powerful security network, Mitch manages to outmaneuver them, proving that no one is truly safe. His arrival back in Genoa City signals a full-blown crisis. The Newmans must once again band together to face a man whose hatred runs as deep as his obsession with revenge. Fans are left wondering how far Matt Clark will go. His violent tendencies and history of sexual assault make him one of the darkest characters to return to the canvas. There is a chilling sense that he might intensify his attacks and even attempt to inflict maximum harm on another Newman woman. Could it be Sharon again, or perhaps someone new like Claire Newman, Haley Erin? Matt's ruthlessness makes any outcome possible. He could even try to get Holden Novak, Nathan Owens, who has ties to Claire and could be used as a pawn in this twisted game. As Victor prepares to defend his family, Sharon confronts her former tyrant, and Nick races against time to save Sienna and Noah. The stakes are higher than ever. In the climax of this storyline, Nick emerges as the reluctant hero, a man caught between his loyalty to family and his instinct to protect. He manages to reach Sienna just as Mitch's deadly plan unfolds, rescuing her and Noah from what could have been a fatal encounter. Whether it's through a dramatic confrontation or a last-minute chase, Nick's bravery reaffirms his role as one of the show's moral anchors. His compassion for Sienna, despite her betrayal of his son, underscores his integrity and humanity. In contrast, Mitch's descent into madness highlights the consequences of unchecked obsession. As the dust settles, the question remains, will Mitch finally be taken down, or will he rise again to torment Genoa City another day? With its mix of emotional intensity, moral dilemmas, and explosive revelations, Nick Saves Sienna from Matt's Deadly Revenge Trap embodies everything that makes the young and the restless enduringly captivating. It's a story of redemption, retribution, and the eternal battle between love and vengeance. And as always in Genoa City, no secret stays buried forever.